Alright, training vlog number 10 vlog, but yeah, just said I'd take it on, so I didn't get a vlog done yesterday. Did 2 hours of Gaelic training in the morning, 2 hours 10 minutes, a lot of running, and then did a 2.5 hour mountain bike ride as well. So I suppose the thoughts that came to me after it all yesterday was a good bit of exercise, did a good bit of basketball as well, just for an hour or maybe so as well. And I thought I was going to definitely be feeling, real tight and wound up today, but actually feeling good. Going to head into some heavy squats and then going to do CrossFit later, but brings me back to the point that I was just thinking about mindset and limitations of what your mind is telling you. So I woke up yesterday morning, I was absolutely wrecked, underslept. It was 6:30 I think I woke up in the morning, because training was at 8, say it was about a 20-minute drive away. So I was like, I'm going to be wrecked for this. Will I not go to training, or will I skip the mountain bike ride, or will I do nothing today? I just kind of felt wrecked. And I said, no, do you know what, fuck it, I'll just go to training and see how I'm fixed after that. If I really don't want to go to the mountain bike thing, then I won't go to mountain biking after it. But yeah, I went to training. There's a lot of running. My perceived weakness is running at the moment, a lot more strength based. And resistance training is what I'm kind of, my forte at the moment, say. Not so much running, and it's actually held my own. I was able to keep at the front with running, any of the run drills, and just kind of able to run for days, really. Kind of just feeling that, pulling a bit of weight back off me, and then I did the 2-hour rest in between that, and then went mountain biking and did that for 2.5 hours as well. Now my legs were feeling it near the end of that, naturally enough, but I suppose it's just kind of attitude and the things I was telling myself. And then I kind of just seen a quote today on, I think it's Daily Stoic on Instagram. It's Stoic philosophy quotes shared and all that, and it was Seneca, I think it was, no man is free if he's a slave to his own body. And I suppose the idea I kind of want to flesh out in this video is talk about, like, you're very much, we can all have a certain amount of freedom in what we do, but if you're limited by your body, your body is just telling you, you're wrecked or something. My mind told me to go do a training. My mind told me I wanted to go do mountain biking yesterday, and then I went and did basketball. Like, granted, it's all recreational stuff, it's fun anyway, but it was a lot of, energy, it's a lot of working out, it's a lot of volume on the body that I'm not used to as well. And I just kind of said, fuck it, like, I'll do it and just see what I can do. And I was able to do it all, and I would have thought I would have been able to do it, and that would have been very much like, a mindset thing as well. And I would have been like, oh yeah, the body was wrecked anyway, so I can't be expected to do that. But it's just making me realise more and more, especially with doing the daily training vlogs, that I'm obviously enticing myself more to exercise every day and do some form of weight training, or some form of running, or some form of anything that's somewhat strenuous on the body. And I was very much expecting, there to be picking up injuries and this to be a negative outlet, but I was seeing, other people do it as well, and they're fine. So it was just kind of getting feedback on myself. But that's kind of playing into more what I'm doing at the moment. It's like, I'll kind of not let myself be a slave to my own body, or my mind, in that I'm trying to push through barriers and push through comfort zones. Like, I hate talking in front of camera, but I'm doing it for this, that I just want to get more natural in front of camera. I want to get better at articulating my thoughts, I want to get better at just weight training, any form of training, obviously reach peak level of fitness and things like that. And it does play back into the idea that I want to flesh out, that, like, you don't be a slave to your own body. Don't, because you can do that through many outlets, whether it be, losing fitness, losing health in general. You lose your ability to move around, or as well as you used to be able to. And then, you're different things like addictions. If you anything that you let deteriorate in your body is going to be an instant feedback on how you carry out the rest of your life, and what you do in everyday life, and the worst decisions you make for that's obviously going to compound and pack itself over time into being worse, and you're being more debilitated, not only physically but mentally as well. Like, you're obviously going to, the more you actually feed into things that you shouldn't be doing, it's very much going to be it's going to play into the mind in letting you know or telling you that you aren't able to do those things, and then having it kind of closed down for you. So that's why I'm kind of just fleshing out this idea that if I keep pushing myself outside my comfort zone and keep doing things that I don't think I'll be able to do, like essentially, obviously with training vlogs, I was like, I'm going to try to keep it up every day. Missed yesterday, but I still did a good 5 hours of exercise in general, and that's what I wanted to do anyway, so fair enough I didn't get the video out, but I got enough exercise in, and that was another goal at the same time. So it's moderating it all and then pushing yourself past those boundaries. I can get kind of, if I'm watching this video back, I imagine my ideas are kind of up in the air, and I'm just kind of fleshing them out as I go along here, but I'm trying to get something like nailed down that essentially that, I suppose the main takeaway point is that you don't let yourself be limited by whatever your mind's telling you, and sometimes what your body's telling you. Like obviously other times I will have to encourage it, like I do encourage with clients and myself at times, like if the body is feeling banged up or jacked or something's wrong, then you know it's probably best to leave it, but don't bullshit yourself at the same time, and don't, you know, let days pass where you could have done something and you just didn't do it because you said fuck it, I'm not doing it. So yeah, I suppose it's kind of a lot of points to throw around there, and I don't want to ramble on too long because it'll be nonsensical then, but kind of wanted to keep it on that note that don't be a slave to your body, don't be a slave to your mind, and push through different barriers that you don't think you can achieve, because you will surprise yourself more often than not by keeping to do those things, and then you'll, you know, obviously be able to take larger steps and more confident ones and competent ones as time goes on. So I'll leave it at that one for today, and catch you in the next video.